All right. What do you do, traders? This is Sestania from the Binary Elite Division. So, in today's video, we want to have a look on some of the few strategies that we use in our synthetic exeter strategy, the SES strategy, and of course, looking at how you can actually take entries and raise a small account. So in today's video, I'm looking at the synthetic index Crash 1000. So without wasting time, let us just get to it. So as you can see, we are in the daily time frame, right? So it's very important when analyzing a market or when doing technical analysis that you always start in the higher time frames, moving up, moving down, right? So let's get to it. So as you can see, the market has been having a good bullish trend, and it has been behaving so for a while now. It must be something like maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, it has been moving a lot. So let's just maybe get into it to see where we entered and where we took profit. So as you can see, this is the current market price at 75.15, right? And the behavior of that market structure at some around that point was in more like a what? A double bottom, right? In an ascending way, right? Meaning that it was acting in a bullish sentiment. All right. So as you can see, I have a rectangle there, which was acting as my area of value. So an area of value is a place where buying pressure or selling pressure actually can step in and push the prices up or down. So in this particular case, since we are in a uptrend, this was acting as a place where our buying pressures can step in and push the prices up. So this is what we had, and mind you, we are in the daily time frame. So when trying to get a setup, it's very important to always start from the daily, or even from the much higher time frames than the daily time frame, doing a top-down analysis. So getting to it, we used this setup in conjunction with an order block, right, and a retest. So it's one of the tools that we use when implementing the synthetic etc strategy. For those who are in our Telegram group, they have this strategy guide, and also for those who are in our WhatsApp group, they have these strategy guides. So what happened is we are having a good area of value, right, and we had an order block, right, at that point. So just to review, an order block, actually it depends with many people's definitions of them, right? But an order block is the last opposite candle before the move to the upward or the what or the downward. That is the what? That is the order block. So as you can see, we get an order block here that retested the order block here, right? So when it retested this order block, right, it actually forced the prices to go all the way up, right? That is what happened in this particular market structure. So the order block was acting as a very strong confluence, right? That is what it was acting like. So without wasting time, Let's move on to the lower time frames and see what we had in the lower time frames, because I remember we're in the daily time frame here, and we could just only plot our setup and wait for some of the confirmation that we need in the lower time frames. So if we move on to the 4-hour time frame, right? If we move on to the 4-hour time frame, this is what we have in the 4-hour time frame. So as we were saying, on the order block that we had in the daily time frame, we could see that our entry was directly on this particular candle, right? And our stop loss was going to be very tight, just below the wicks of the 4-hour candle, right? And we could have made exquisite entries at that particular point. And actually we entered this particular market structure. I'll actually show you the results that we did, and we actually managed to raise a few of the small accounts that we had, and did not so badly at them. So this is what we had in the 4-hour time frame. Of course, remember, the time frame that you use always has to be conducive to your capital, so that you trade knowing your money management is very, very well. All right, so if I could just move down to the 1-hour time frame, right, to the 1-hour time frame, I can have a minor support and a minor resistance. So I can have a minor support and a minor resistance at these particular points. If I can just draw a small resistance there, and remember we are in the 1-hour time frame. We have a resistance there, right, and we actually have a support at this particular point. If I can just remove this rectangle, all right, then move back. All right, so this is what we have. Right, a minor support and a minor resistance. So as I was saying, right, we made the buying entries. I think first buying entries was at 73.89, and you can see where our stop loss was at. It was at 73.82, very tight, and it was a Q trade. So if we entered there, right, of course you know that you are going to expect some retracements on the way, but that wouldn't matter, right, because your stop loss and your take profit would be intact. So if you entered there at 73.89, we exited at 75.05, right, exactly on the resistance, right. Of course, drawdowns were expected and we got them, right, but still it did not matter. We did not so badly at the entries. So this is how you could actually see the setup from the lower time frame, from the 1-hour time frame, as you can see. So for the late entries were always entering on the support, right. Okay, so if I can just highlight something as demand pressure that was happening at this particular point. All right, let me just draw here, right. So there was a demand, right, a lot of demand pressure that was happening at this particular point, right, meaning that many people could actually leave their buying orders at this particular point. As you can see, they will actually leave their buying order at this particular point, right, and of course make very good buying entries all the way to the resistance there, right. That is what was happening at this particular market structure. So we also made good buying entries at this particular point, right? They were actually very good sniper entries at that particular point, and all the way to the what? All the way to the resistance. So this was how the setup on Crash 1000 was looking like in that uptrend. Just to go behind a bit, we can see that we have a major trend line now, a major trend line at this particular point, right? We have a major trend line at this particular point, right? We have a major trend line at this particular point. In this trend line is also acting as what? As our confirmation trend line. So what this trend can actually do is, since we were actually playing on the support and resistance in our minor thing there, right? We can actually expect this market to go on the long run sell, in the sense that, okay, so it can actually look like this, right? Can actually look like that. Let me just delete something. Okay, can actually look like that, right? Go for a retest there, then of course go down, go all the way down there. That is what we can actually have. But for now, it's playing around that particular point that we were talking about. So that is what we can actually have there at that particular point. So this is all I had for you today, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. I'm out.